Exactly once versus at least once delivery. What really matters. Hello, everyone. Today, I'd like to walk through delivery guarantees in distributed systems. You've probably heard terms like at least once and exactly once. But here's the real question. What happens when messages are duplicated or lost? Because in distributed systems, both scenarios are inevitable. When I think about delivery semantics, I usually break it down into four aspects. First, what these guarantees actually mean. Second, the trade-offs between at least once and exactly once. Third, failure scenarios and their implications. And finally, real-world implementation patterns. What delivery guarantees really mean? Let's define the two models. At least once means messages are guaranteed to be delivered, but may be delivered multiple times. Exactly once means each message is processed once, with no duplicates and no loss. But here's the key insight. Exactly once is not a messaging feature. It is an end-to-end system guarantee. So the key idea is delivery semantics must be designed across the entire system. At least once versus exactly once. Let's start with at least once delivery. Strengths are simplicity, scalability, and no data loss. Limitations are duplicate messages and the need for idempotent processing. So at least once trades duplication for simplicity and reliability. Now let's look at exactly once delivery. Strengths are no duplicates and strong correctness guarantees. Limitations are high complexity, coordination overhead, and performance impact. So exactly once trades simplicity for stronger guarantees. Failure scenarios. Let's look at failure scenarios. Scenario 1, consumer crashes after processing. The message is processed but not acknowledged, so the system retries and causes duplicates. Scenario 2, message is acknowledged before processing. A failure leads to message loss. Scenario 3, network failure during commit creates uncertainty about whether processing succeeded. The key insight is you must handle duplicates or risk data loss or introduce coordination complexity. Real-world implementation patterns. Pattern 1 is idempotent consumer. Messages are safe to process even if duplicated. Pattern 2 is deduplication using stored message IDs to ignore repeats. Pattern 3 is transactional processing where message handling and state updates are atomic. Pattern 4 is Kafka exactly once, using idempotent producers and transactional consumers. Pattern 5 is the outbox pattern to avoid dual write problems between database and message queue. So the key idea is exactly once is achieved through multiple coordinated techniques. Summary. To summarize, at least once is simple and reliable, but may duplicate messages. Exactly once is correct, but complex and expensive. Closing insight to conclude. Exactly once is not about eliminating duplicates. It is about ensuring duplicates do not break correctness. And in practice, most systems choose at least once with idempotent design, because simplicity scales. Thank you.